Welcome to Beyond Our Focus. I'm Stefan, this is Amanda, and this is Unlocking the Beyond, where we delve into the unknown. And today try to find weird and interesting, strangely odd, kind of wonky creatures.
Yes, today is going to be a little bit different because it was one of those down the rabbit hole kind of things where
It was.
It
also is
yes.
May 22nd. Let me just throw that out there real quick. May 22nd. We looked it up. We got it. It's there.
So today, I kind of wanted to go state by state a little and just see what we could find, and ended up running into some pretty crazy things. There's a lot of Bigfoots out there, and we're not really quite ready to touch on the big topic.
The big topic.
We're not ready to mess with the foot. Instead, we went everything from, of course, we've talked about the Mothman. There's the whole Rougarou thing, the Bell Witch, the Black-Eyed Children. And then you get into some pretty interesting ones. So let's start over in New Mexico and find out about Spring-Heeled Jack, because that seemed about to be the most logical one, the one that maybe has an explanation behind it compared to all the rest of the ones we found.
Spring-Heeled Jack. I mean, that sounds like... when I Spring-Heeled Jack, I'm thinking like Kangaroo Jack. That's what I thought immediately, like Spring-Heeled Jack.
I was thinking of Tigger.
Tigger.
But I don't think Tigger's going around killing people.
I mean, you never know. He's way crazy optimist. And I mean, he could be the guy. If anyone in the 100-acre woods was going to kill someone, it'd be Tigger.
I don't know. Rabbit has some issues.
He does. He's very angry. But, I mean, come on. Tigger, come on. The tiger would totally be the one to take someone out.
I think I want to say someone drew pictures about that.
I don't know. I've not seen it. I'm sure if we Googled it, it would be there. But
anyways, so Spring-Heeled Jack, of course, was in 1830s London, but somehow made it over to the Americas in 1938. So they have a couple weird descriptions for Spring-Heeled Jack, but the most creative one I found is a mix between Satan and Batman.
I mean, sure. I mean, I'm down with it now. I mean, I wasn't on board, but now that's Batman. I'm on his side.
But this guy apparently just leaps out and attacks people.
Like Batman.
But these are good people.
I mean, we did say Satan earlier. Satan Batman.
Okay. So, apparently this guy has been jumping out, attacking people, and it was in newspapers that just spread throughout. But somehow this is connected to possibly Jack the Ripper.
I mean, is it Jack the Ripper?
I don't know. I don't know
how
far they went into it.
And Jack the Ripper the same person? And Batman?
What if this is his legacy? The previous Batmans of the world were actually serial killers, and then they just turned into mythological creatures and then became... I don't know.
They just keep passing on their cowl, and we somehow turned Spring-Heeled Jack the Ripper into Batman, and now he's a superhero?
Yes. He turned into an orphan and realized his ways were bad. And
I mean, how old is he?
I don't know. But that was probably the most grounded one. It was just funny hearing...
That was the most grounded one.
It was just funny hearing that there's apparently a dude that looks like Satan and Batman attacking people. But let's move on to Missouri. So this one made me happy when I heard it. It was about dragons. Everybody loves dragons.
Everybody does love dragons.
So
I mean, I'm hearing Pete Dragon here, right here. Pete Dragon, Green, Missouri, wooded. I mean, we're good. Let's go.
Apparently in 1857 to 58, there was a creature that lived in the Ozark, which the Ozark apparently is a reservoir that was kind of mannish made by blocking off some other kind of river.
I mean, also known as the Devil's Hole?
Yeah, there's a cave system, I guess, or some kind of cave thingy-majig going on over there called the Devil's Hole. And reading any kind of article about this story was painful. you felt dirty. It was just bad.
Well, you have to go down the shaft
Yes.
of the devil's hole.
And you couldn't quite fit all the way, so there was ropes and flat irons and things hissing at you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's generally what happens when you go down the devil hole.
So apparently what they did was they tied a rock to this rope and they had lowered it down.
And lost it.
And when
the
they
devil
pulled
hole.
the rope back up, the rock was gone and the rope was bitten.
Of course it was. It's a bean devil's hole.
So, the conclusion was either...
Don't mess with the devil's hole.
Yes. It's either a dragon or an alligator. They're not sure which, and I don't know how they jumped to such... How did you go from maybe an escaped alligator from either a zoo or a
Carnival.
circus to suddenly dragon?
Yeah, I mean, was there no other description?
No, like no one's really seen it. It was just kind of a... I don't even remember reading anything about them saying that it was a reptile. How do you know it was a reptile? Like, I don't understand.
Evil piranha down there. We don't know.
I don't know. That one made no sense. I just got so happy that there was dragons, and then when I got to reading it, it was just disappointing.
I mean,
I felt like it was a Twilight Zone episode.
with like a big dragon in the devil's hole, with a small dragon in the devil's hole.
Either way, just don't mess with the devil's hole, okay?
It's probably for the best.
So,
you hear that, everybody? Don't mess with the devil's hole.
So, from Mississippi's Pascagoula aliens to Nebraska's phantom kangaroos. There was some pretty crazy ones out there, but I think the one that took the cake today was California.
Good old Cali. I mean, we talk about Cali a lot here. Randomly, kind of, sort of, in a roundabout way. Amanda mentions Cali a lot here.
Well, I'm waiting for something from Cali, and Cali is not letting it go.
But we know why now. We've figured it out.
Yes. Apparently, California has a plague of space brains.
Because of course they do.
Because,
I mean, come on, California, the tech company, had to be brains.
Yes. So, Cali has the space brain of Palos Verde.
Sure.
Okay. In 1971, apparently these two guys, they got into their vehicle, they turned on the headlights, and there happened to be two brains in the road. They freaked out, of course.
Of course.
Bailed out, and when they got home, realized that it was 2 hours longer than it should have been from their home to wherever they came from. So they had lost 2 hours of their life after seeing these brains in the road.
Space brains.
And later on in life, apparently one of them went under hypnosis, and upon revisiting this story in their life.
What was the name of the movie? Was it The Martians? No. What was it called?
What?
Because they were mainly brains.
Oh, Mars Attack.
Mars Attack.
Yeah, with the music, and the music is what destroyed them and stuff like that.
It's been a long time. It's been a really long time.
That movie actually scared me when I was younger.
I don't remember much about it.
It was just eerie. They were creepy. They were cutting people's heads off and, like, putting them on other bodies.
Yeah.
And, like, just...
They were mostly brains.
Yes. It was just, like, tiny little eyeballs and just...
Yeah.
With, like...
A dome.
But, yeah, that movie just...
That's
I don't know what it was. It was just chewing of fingers and dropping in
Mars was
fish tanks
actually attacking.
Yes. So,
Or if you watched John Carter of Mars.
That was
Also
a good movie
really good. I just watched it on Netflix. I personally would recommend it. I don't know if y'all have seen it. If you haven't, I would recommend it because I liked it. But I liked it when it came out, and I re-liked it again when I watched it on Netflix. I was very impressed.
I think it does not get enough credit.
It does not. I agree. We totally should have gotten the sequel.
Good. Yes. It has nothing to do with space brains. Just throwing that out there.
But it dealt with aliens from Mars. Okay? Aliens from Mars. It totally dealt with that.
Stay on topic.
It was a topic. Aliens from Mars. It was on topic.
So, the guy went under hypnosis, and this is when things get weirder than brains sitting in the road. Apparently, upon revisiting this, he found out that he had been transported to a room where more traditional aliens were there. Like the gray skin, kind of just traditional. Aliens. Getting violent. Because one of the first alien ones that we did was, like, why do people think aliens are green? And we went over, like, there is no real traditional alien. There was just some creepy kids that appeared out of nowhere, and they were green.
Yeah. So we've kind of just gone off that.
Yeah. So, these aliens apparently told them that humans were going to destroy themselves. And that they pointed out places on a map where this destruction was going to happen, I guess. And that we were doomed.
I mean, I don't disagree with the aliens at this point. We just watched the last episode of The Twilight Zone. I don't disagree.
Which then they proceeded, of course, to experiment on them or whatever and then release them.
Was there any exploring of
Don't
the Devil's Hole?
On that note, guys, what do you think about space brains?
I just want to know that they explored Devil's Hole.
But apparently, later on in life,
Okay.
A blue light has been seen in that same area, which leads people to believe that it is possible they may be getting visits from the space brains once again.
Looking for more devil holes to explore.
We should have never gone to the Devil's Hole, because apparently you got stuck there and are you are just chilling with the gator dragon, okay?
Me and the dragon and the Devil's Hole, we're all friends and we're gonna hang out.
He's just over there playing in the shafts.
Yep, on the shafts, up and down them,
you
all
and
day
I
long.
will. I'm just gonna go play with the space brains, because
Space brains,
that is where it's
Devil's
at.
Holes, Phantom Kangaroos,
I want to go see the Phantom
Jack the
Kangaroo.
Ripper, Batman and Satan.
You know, that's the weird thing, though, is that apparently Phantom Kangaroos have not... Nebraska is not the only place that have seen them. Like, there's been other places in the States that have seen random kangaroos.
Well, maybe one of these times we'll just do one on the random Phantom Kangaroos around the country. How to find them. Go find your nearest kangaroo.
I'm wondering if kangaroos are actually in the States, besides, at zoos, or is there wild kangaroos? Are they escaped kangaroos? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what kangaroos necessarily eat. If they could just survive here naturally without any real issue because they don't require much. I don't have these answers.
Otherwise, we can always go to Alabama and find Huggin' Molly, which is a random witch-like woman ghost that just randomly hugs children.
I mean,
she's non-violent. She doesn't do anything. She just likes to hug kids.
That's not creepy.
Apparently, the legend or some sort of legend states that she may have lost her child, and now to make up for it,
she hugs every kid.
She
okay.
just hugs children.
Don't believe the witch's prophecies, because apparently they weren't true.
Just believe the space brains.
Space brains always tell the truth, and they like to search your devil's hole.
On that note, guys, let us know what you think. Do you guys have any weird legends around your towns? Like, that was one of the things I wanted to do this week, but I couldn't find anything. Was just trying to find close, weird, strange things. And I want to know the urban legends and the folklore creatures of where you guys live.
Yeah. Do you have any weird, fancy things? Do you have any devil's holes where you're at? Do you personally have a devil's hole?
Oh my goodness, this is the Jason Momoa of this episode. Well, leave a comment below. Subscribe if you like. We would like you to subscribe and
we would always,
the video.
Especially if you have a devil's hole. Definitely subscribe to it. I want to know about it. Anyway,
Jiminy Cricket.
You can reach me at Stars and Travel. Reach a band at KZ Pub. Reach the show at Beyond Our Focus. Everywhere, including YouTube and podcast services around the globe.
Just not in any holes, okay? You're not going to find us in any holes.
I will be in the Devil's Hole the rest of the evening, just so you know. Pick that as you will.
Hail Satin.
Hail Satin?
Hail Satin.
I mean, do we really... I mean, is this... I just say it's satin.
No, it's not.
Anything else?
No, we're done. We're done with this. Just go.
All right. Till next time! Long days and pleasant nights in those devil's holes.
Jesus Christ.